So today we're going to learn all about recording screencast videos. This is the information gone over in the training last week. Talk at you for an hour and a half, but I want to go over just sort of the basics and hit the high points of what screencast is, and then I'm going to switch over and show you my preferred software and how I create screencast videos. By the way, this video is actually a screencast, and what that means is I am capturing either my entire screen or, for the purpose of this video, a chunk of my computer screen, and I'm creating narration as a soundtrack to the video. Some of the great things about screencasts is that they are perfect if you have information that you want to present. They work really well with PowerPoints, with anything that is a presentation tool. And they are also great for like how-to tech videos, or if you have like a website or a process on the computer that you need to show someone how to do, they're perfect for that as well. So just to get started, I want to talk a little bit about the hardware that you need in order to do a screencast video. And let me scroll down a little bit. So it's pretty straightforward. You basically need a computer. Your computer needs to have a microphone, and if it does not have a microphone, then you need to have a microphone that you can plug in. And then once you have actually recorded your screencast, you need an internet connection so that you can either upload or host the video that you've just created so that you can share it with people. Now, if you're making a video just to show to the students in front of you in class, then you won't need an internet connection for that. But in today's day of distance learning, the fact that we might be facing closing the school for pandemic reasons, you probably do want that internet connection so that you can share this with as many folks as possible and so that your videos can be accessed remotely. So just a quick note about microphones. If you have a laptop, your laptop should have a built-in microphone. If you have a webcam, it should also have a built-in microphone. Most desktops do not have microphone capabilities built in, and neither does your box light that you have in your classroom. So if you have a desktop and a box light, chances are you do not have a built-in microphone. So you will have to use a microphone in order to make videos happen. Good news is I've ordered a whole bunch, and I don't know when they're getting here, but until they do, I've got a video making station in room 306 that you are welcome to reserve and use. But the ones that I've got on order, I've got a plug and play microphone that we'll be using. Basically, it's a USB port microphone. You can use gaming headsets. Those are great. That's actually what I'm recording this on now. Those microphones are unidirectional, so they don't pick up a lot of ambient and background noise. And then if you're doing a presentation or you want to record something off of your box light, a USB wireless lavalier is probably the way you want to go. All three of these options are things that we will have access to, and I can walk you through what they are and show you those. Now, once you've got your pieces of hardware, you do need recording software. So there are three that are fairly common for folks to use for educational videos. One of them I've already showed you a video of. That's Stream. We have that through our Office 365 accounts or when you log into your email and access all the Microsoft Office suite. Stream is one of your options. It will do screencasts, and if you want to know how to use that, please watch the video that I have already recorded and published. Screencastify is another one. If you are a Google person, Screencastify might be the way for you to go. Screencastify is a great tool, and you can actually download it directly to Chrome and launch it from your browser, which is a nice thing to have. But you will need internet because it will not be installed directly to your computer. Today, I'm going to spend the majority of time talking about my preferred recording software, and that is what I'm using right now. It's Screencast-O-Matic. And basically, Screencast-O-Matic, there are free and paid versions. The free version will allow you to record up to 15 minutes of video screen recording for free. And then, of course, once you've recorded and edited your video, you will have the opportunity to upload it and have it hosted somewhere. So let's look at these three things. Like I said, I'm going to be spending the majority of my time, well, all of my time after I go through this, here in Screencast-O-Matic. But if you look at Microsoft Stream, the best thing about it is that it does connect directly to your 365 account. And once you have recorded something, you can automatically save it to Stream. Now, one thing I do not like about Stream is that after 20 days, it removes it. So what you'll need to do is after you record it is actually create a copy of it and save that to your OneDrive. And that way you will always have it. When you upload something to your OneDrive, it actually will have a link that you can connect it to, so you can send it to students and let them see it from your OneDrive, and that's a great hosting option. Something about Microsoft Stream that you do have for free is that it will allow you to do both a screencast, which is what I'm doing here, as well as having a personal thumbnail of you, your face, talking to the students. If you have a webcam, it will put a small picture of you on the screen as well. Now, Screencastify, I'm going to talk about it next. Like I said, it works well with Google and with Google Chrome. Let me show you this. You actually, once you've got it installed, will have Screencastify, there it is, directly on your bar up here. Sorry, the bookmarks bar. So you can launch it directly from the browser instead of having to download it to your actual computer. So that's nice to have. Screencastify doesn't host. You do have to upload their videos, unless, I don't know if there's a pay for or not. I don't use it that much. The good thing though is that once you create and save the video, it's not going to disappear on you. And it will also allow for a screencast and a personal thumbnail. So Screencast-O-Matic I like to use because, one, I've downloaded it directly to all of my computers. And so I just pull it up and I can work offline using it. I can do editing inside of Screencast-O-Matic because I do pay for one of the versions, but there is some editing in the free version. You can have it hosted to the Screencast-O-Matic site if you do the paid versions. Otherwise, you're going to end up with an MP4 that is saved to your computer that then you can share with others and host and upload, etc. So you have several different options. Like I said, I am going to go through the Screencast-O-Matic just because that is what I use all the time. But if you want to try out one of these others and have some questions or need some help, please just let me know. I'm actually going to do this in two separate videos because we're already at 8 minutes and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But before I go over how specifically to use Screencast-O-Matic, I do want to talk about some tips for creating screencast videos. And this is one of the reasons why I'm cutting this short. Videos are great and they can be very, very engaging. We all know that we can go to the movies and sit just entranced with what we're watching for hours on end. However, educational videos sometimes, unfortunately, tend not to be as engaging as some of those blockbuster movies that we watch. You know, we do not have Spielberg's budget, unfortunately. So unless you are filming an entire class or an entire lecture, chunk your videos into 5 or 10-minute segments where you're able to do so. It will keep students engaged. You can keep their attention for 5 to 10 minutes, do an activity, have them process what they've learned, have them engaged with the video and the information that they've just received, and then you can go back and present more information. So just keep in mind that even though, yes, it means you'll have to create more videos, if you can chunk the information and not have the expectation that a student is going to be able to listen to you for an hour and a half, your videos are going to be better and the students will do better. Another tip that I have a script or an outline of what you want to say ready. This will help you focus your content. You'll be more on point, and your students again will be better engaged because you are succinct and on point at all times. When you're making your videos, have some fluctuation to your voice. Do not just talk like this the whole time because your students will become very bored with what you are saying, and monotone, quite frankly, sucks. It does. So if you are bored while you're recording, chances are your students are going to be really bored listening to you. So as you're recording and as you do these more and more, let the audience hear your personality. Sound like you're engaged in what you're doing. Tell jokes, make funnies, but just make sure that as you're speaking to the students, you use a conversational voice that will help them focus on what you're saying and be more engaged. So I didn't do this as I did this recording, but if you are switching between tabs or switching between different software programs and things like that, use the pause button on your software. This will help you stay focused and on task. And plus, if you chunk what you are saying up into smaller tidbits, it will make your videos better. It helps you just keep be mindful of what you're saying and not go on and on, kind of like I'm doing right now. So don't do that. And then also, last thing, you're going to mess up. You're going to need to start over. You're going to say something dumb. You're going to be like, well, my kid can't hear that because I just dropped the blank bomb on them. It happens. So just understand that this is a learning and growing process. You're going to start over. I had to start this video over, and I've got maybe 300 videos under my belt. It just is what it is. So just understand that this is a learning process, a growing process. It's like I always tell my English students, nobody writes a perfect paper the first time around. Nobody ever films a perfect video the first time around, and it's okay to mess up. Give yourself some grace and just don't get frustrated. So enjoy the ride. I hope this helps with some screencast video making tips. See you soon for information about how to actually do it.